Douglas Hawkins was born in Germiston, South Africa, where he lives today. He has a passion for the multifaceted histories and cultures of the people of South Africa and the wide diversity of the country's fauna and flora, geology and geography. He's a qualified field guide and a South African national guide in history and culture. He has also traveled extensively. His writing has focused especially on the 19th century Anglo-Zulu and Boer petty battlefields, narrated from the viewpoint of the Zulu and Pedi nations. Of Vagabonds, Missionaries, and Thieves is the author's second novel, published in collaboration with Eurobooks in 2021. Douglas is here with us today to tell a bit more about his new book. Hi, Douglas. It's a great pleasure to see you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to see you too.
Listen, what is your new book about?
Vagabonds, Missionaries, and Thieves. It covers a section of the history of in the 19th century, when South Africa didn't exist. And there were two republics in the northern parts of the present-day country. Farmers there, Dutch-speaking farmers, were capturing young children to use as labor on the farms. It's something very little known about.
And how could this book be culturally interesting and useful for a reader in Europe?
Well, I thought it to be very interesting from the point of view of the subject is not very extensively covered. It's something I heard about purely in passing some years back. So I started to try and do a little bit of research on it and found surprisingly little has been done. And therefore, when I came across the research by the Professor Delius, which is referenced in the book, I decided this was worth making an album, just to bring it to people's attention.
Okay, and what are the main themes you'd like to bring to the reader's attention?
Well, the main themes, they are the plight of the African kingdoms at the time, number one. Secondly, the fledgling Boer Republic. Remember, the word Boer is derived from the Dutch word Boeren. These people were Dutch-speaking settlers. And their capture of children, of African children from the two kingdoms. That's the theme of it. And how this would all be brought to an end.
Okay, now I'm going to move on a more personal area of the writer. Since when can you consider yourself a writer?
Oh, no, I haven't always been writing. I started when I did my first novel. That's mentioned on your cover, the story of the Anglo-Zulu War. It was about 6 years ago. And I just had an urge to write. That's all I can put it. And of course, my interest in history, very passionate about that, about history in this part of the world. It makes me look to different areas that can be utilized and researched and turned into an historical novel. It helps people to learn about history without having to go through long tomes of research.
Okay. Have you got more literary projects in your mind to develop in your future? Shall we expect something new?
Yeah, a lot of people ask me that. It's a difficult one. I've got various themes. You see, I don't get ideas and then jot them down. Everything sits in my head. And I've got a few ideas, but nothing firm as yet.
Okay, so we keep waiting and wish you very good luck with your book.
Thank you very much.
Of Vagabonds, Missionaries, and Thieves is a startling novel about two African kingdoms, a fledgling Boer republic, and a war that brings about the beginning of the end of the shocking child trade in southern Africa during the 19th century. Set against the background of the rolling savanna and grasslands of the African highveld, the author lucidly captures the characters as they fall full of each other in this tale of greed, corruption, and hunger for power. It is now available in bookstores and online platforms, a publication by Eurobox.